Hello, everybody. Welcome to TOI Sports Beyond the Boundary, your daily guide to all that's happening on India's tour of England. The second test match has got underway at Edgbaston in Birmingham. And as always, I've got two very important guests. Pratyush Raj joins us from Delhi, and we've got Dwaipen Datta joining us from Chennai. Welcome to the chat, gentlemen. Plenty to pack in this lunch break. India 98 for 2 at lunch after being asked to bat by the English captain Ben Stokes. Starting with you, Dwaipen. Uh, Before we get into what happened in the session, my question to you first is that what did you make of India's selection for of the playing 11 for this Test match? Was it a tad bit defensive?
Not a tad bit, extremely defensive. Like they want to have better still number 11, I think. Like when you have decided that Jasprit Bumrah is not playing, how can you not have Kuldeep Yadav? I don't know. Like on a pitch which probably will have a bit of turn for in it. Like if you are playing two spinners and you know that like there is every possibility that you will bowl in the fourth inning. So why not have Kuldeep Yadav? Like it's just for Washington Sundar's batting abilities that they are taking him. Like it baffles me. It baffles me no end that how can they do this? Like how can they not have Kuldeep Yadav, a bowler who has been in great good form last time when he played England, of course in India, but he got 19 wickets with a very good average. He's your attacking option. Like it's beyond me. And even the Sai Sudharsan Karun Nair decision also is strange to me because Sai Sudarshan looked very good in that 30 that he scored on the third evening that he played. It was a very tricky session of play and he batted very well. And yeah, Karun Nair, probably they want to give him two test matches before they drop him or something like that. If it is a compassionate ground selection, I don't know. But as far as I'm concerned, I don't know why Sai Sudarshan was not picked because he plays late. He I think he's a better batter equipped for English conditions, and I'm sure Gautam Gambhir knows that better than me.
I'll come back to you on the playing 11 selection, but I want to go to Pratyush. Pratyush, what did you make of India's selection? We'll get into the play a little later, but this is the topic that is like completely divided social media as well, or rather made it one-sided in the sense that everybody on social media is up against it. Even someone like Ravi Shastri has been very very angry about this particular the whole process that has been undertaken. What did you make of the selection calls that India has made?
I think, I mean, as Dopayan rightly mentioned, it's quite baffling. But again, he'll have to, I think, Gautam Gambhir needs to understand this is a test side. He should not mix the format. At एक तरफ आप बोलते हो you need 20 wickets to win a test, then you are beefing up your batting order uh, till number 8. You scored 5 centuries in the first test, and this is the as Nasir Hussain rightly mentioned, the areas where India struggled were like slip catching and the bowling. Our bowlers were not able to construct a over. Instead of beefing up the bowling, and India, and that's such a funny thing. We have two genuine match winners in bowling department. They are warming the bench. Then Jasprit Bumrah, after having a week of rest, is not playing. अभी कुलदीप यादव को आई थिंक लगता है he should go back to रणजी ट्रॉफी एंड उत्तर प्रदेश के लिए ओपनिंग करना स्टार्ट करना चाहिए, तभी शायद कुछ हो सकता है. I mean, it's quite yeah.
Yeah, Dwaipan, I want to ask you about this Jasprit Bumrah situation.
Hmm.
Now it's getting a bit baffling. Like Ravi Shastri said, the world's best fast bowler is sitting on the bench, and he's had a 7 day gap. We had an IPL where he played for his franchise after missing the first few games. He was fit to play all the games, the play games that he was available for the franchise. What happens if he's not available or fit to play Test cricket? Why is he in the Test squad? What is this situation with I'll play only 3 of the 5 Test matches? And Ravi Shastri made a very valid point. Take it out of the hands of the player. It's the coaching staff and the medical staff that needs to take a call. Is it the other way
They
around in Indian cricket? Is this a case of superstar culture?
No, he's in the test squad for one simple reason that India knows that away from home in Sena countries they cannot win without Jasprit Bumrah. Jasprit Bumrah is their one and only calling card to win a test match outside in the Sena countries. That is why he is there. So they have to bow down to all his demands because they do not have the bowling to win in Sena countries. And this decision not to play this test match, I think this is a stupid, what do you say, emotion attached to Lord's test. I think I think no one wants to, probably great players don't want to miss the Lord's test. And obviously, he probably cannot play back to back Edgbaston and Lords. So that's why he has decided to skip this one and play Lords. They will give a lot of technical reasons. The slope is this, the that, Falana is that, and all those things. But so you need experience. You need Bumrah's experience at Lords. I do not know. On an unresponsive pitch like this, where Bumrah can create magic out of nowhere, he should have been playing this test match. If there is something in the Lord's pitch, probably the other pacers would have managed. I think this has something to do with this stupid emotion of this Lord's. I have to play the Lord's test if I am a great player. Like these things, like and you and as you said, that taking it out of the players' hands, taking they would have taken it out of Bumrah's hands had they been playing in India, or had they got another bowler who is of that quality. Because they don't have, they will stick with it. This is a special Bumrah case, Bumrah situation, because this is the same Gautam Gambhir who said 1 year ago that workload management means nothing to him. Players should not pick and choose format, should not pick and choose matches. So he is going back on his own word. So you know why he is doing that, because he doesn't have the arsenal to get the job done.
Pratyush, I'll come to you, but I just want to labor on this particular point. Weapon, a question that I want to ask, and it's a tough one to ask, but I'll still ask you. Jasprit Bumrah, great fast bowler, best fast bowler in the world right now. My question is, uh, what has India won in Test cricket away from home? You take the Perth Test out of question. When he's been around, he's had a pack to support him, so he's looked much better. Shami, Ishant, Umesh, and Bhuvi at the start of his career. Since they have systematically gone away, what have we achieved? We at this very venue, India couldn't defend 378 in 2022 under his captaincy. World Test Championship, India didn't win with him around. My question is, he's great, no doubt, but is India winning anything, or is just like it happened in the first Test match? I'm
I
sorry,
think
I'm sorry, I'm being very crude in this
no,
question,
no, no, no.
but I
I know,
want to
but
ask the question.
I think this is a fallout of that Australia series where the pitches were responsive, yet everything was on Bumrah. Everything was on Bumrah to deliver. So, and because yes, haven't been winning, but it is about being probably competitive, even to stay competitive and probably create a sense of a chance that we may win. For that, also India needs Bumrah. So that is a mindset from which, if you have to get out of that mindset, then you will have to accept the fact that defeats happen. I will accept defeats for the time being, build my team, and come back stronger. A transition phase means a proper transition phase. But the problem with the Indian psyche and Indian cricket is that defeats are not permissible. Like, you cannot lose. Like the more so. Uh, like when you win something, that is also the projection is hyper, and when you lose something, then also it becomes too much of an issue, because we have one sport nation. So that is the problem. We do not have the option of losing. You will have to accept defeats to build a team, without Bumrah, who is not fit enough. But that we are not ready to do, and as long as we are not ready to do that, we will have to deal with these situations time and time again, and hope for dust bowls in India to do the job and take us to probably a WTC final.
Pratyush, you wanted to make a point?
I just wanted to ask like one thing. Our chief selector Ajit Agarkar is there, right? I mean, what is the point of having a selector on a tour when he can't call a shot? I mean, if Bumrah of all said and done is average what he has done over the years, but it is something like, I mean, Agarkar should have stepped in. There's more. I mean, there should be like, I mean, this important series is at the risk. If you have gone 2-0 down, फिर क्या फर्क पड़ता है कि आप लॉर्ड्स के ऑनर लिस्ट पे आपका नाम हो या ना हो? एब्सोल्युटली रबिश एंड अभी आई डोंट नो वेदर इट इज गौतम गंभीर टीम बहुत सारी बातें हुई कि गौतम गंभीर को फुल कंट्रोल मिल गया इफ इट इज गौतम गंभीर टीम he has lost New Zealand series at home 3-0 3-1 in Australia trailing 1-0 आप एज अ कोच 7 टेस्ट हार चुके हो राइट यू वांट योर बेस्ट बॉलर देयर मतलब या तो साफ लग रहा है इट इज दैट बुमराह इज ऐसा आई मीन पंजाब डोमेस्टिक क्रिकेट में हुआ करता था व्हेन हरभजन एंड युवराज यूज्ड टू पिक एंड चूज रणजी मैचेस कि हाँ ये क्रिसमस वाला वीक वी वोंट प्ले बिकॉज वी हैव हॉलीडेज देन विल कम बैक आफ्टर न्यू ईयर तो हम वहाँ वो खेल लेंगे द गाय हु स्कोर्ड अ सेंचुरी उसको फिर बिठा दिया जाता था so this is I mean this is Indian cricket it's not joke right
Yeah, you're right. Dwaipan, now coming back to this selection only, Kuldeep Yadav, 2018-19. Remember Ravi Shastri making a statement saying that he's India's best spinner overseas. Now Nathan Lyon plays for Australia, whether it's a green top, bouncy track, dust ball, flat track, whatever it is, he plays. Why can't India make that a rule? Why is it Jadeja? Jadeja has been like for all his experience, the past few Test matches he's been pretty ordinary. And away from home, he's a restrictive option. And his calling card was fielding. He dropped a catch in the previous Test match, and his batting was not no good.
See, India when they're playing away from home, their demand from the spinner is restriction, a few runs with and a few runs with the bat, and if there is a situation which is immensely conducive on day 5, maybe some wickets here and there if possible, maybe 2 or 3 wickets, because as far as the Headingley test, after the Headingley test on a pitch where there was so much rough, yes, it was slightly away from the left-handers off stump. It is true, but a good spinner will still be able to make use of it. Af- when he could not make use, and the captain comes in and says at the post match that he is extremely happy with Jadeja's performance, and the coach also uh, reflects the same view. So immediately you know that what they are expecting from the spinner. Here also, why have they taken Washington Sundar? They have prolonged the batting lineup and they are looking at Washington Sundar as a restrictive bowling option. Even Washington Sundar knows he will not get wickets. He will not get wickets in a heap. It is only to quicken the over rate and restrict under restrictive option, and just hoping that if some sort of a miracle happens, India scores 600 runs and then England tries to chase and loses wickets and then somehow they win. That is something else. Otherwise, they have taken the victory option away from them right at the beginning. They are just hoping that they bat 5 sessions, score 600 runs, and then England commits harakiri to lose the test match. That is how I see their mindset in this test.
There's one more question emerging from this. Do you think India missed a plot 4 5 years ago during COVID when we didn't have Ranji Trophy for a season? We have abridged Ranji Trophy the next season. The India A tours dried up. The supply line for red ball cricket dried up. White ball cricket is taken care of by Vijay Hazare and Mushtaq Ali and IPL. But for red ball cricket, what they did 4 5 years ago, you're reaping the rewards of that now because there is no supply line coming through, especially in terms of wicket taking bowlers.
Probably. So probably it is true for most other countries also. If you see the Australian team, they are horrifying. The Australian batting lineup. I was watching the Australia West Indies Test match. They were so pathetic batting. Like you can't imagine how bad it is. So it is probably true for most countries. There is a reluctance to play red ball cricket or learn the ropes of red ball cricket among the new generation, and that is showing, that is reflecting the players who are still the good red ball players are the ones of the older generation, slightly older, earlier generation. India will probably still manage to have some good red ball players because of the culture that we have. Like, yes, we are going through a bad phase, but come series in India, things will start looking good. We will have the same discussion praising the Indian team. So it is
Even
a
after the
matter of
loss,
biding time.
but even after the
And
loss to New Zealand,
yes, the loss to I don't think they will lose to South Africa. The loss to New Zealand was because when you have a your number one and number four averaging 5 and 7 in a Test series, you will lose Test matches. So that was a major problem for that series. I don't think India will lose Test matches like that in India anymore because they have the players to play spin.
what's your take, Pratyush?
I think even only one season got hampered. That's not the case. I mean, I feel there's a bit of more. I mean, if you see most of the teams are struggling, rightly mentioned. Even this in this England. I mean, I don't want to go through what English media is saying that baseball 3.0 and all. Matlab, we didn't bowl well. If on those, I don't know whether if you would have Kuldeep in Headingley, kya hota, nahi hota, but I I feel in domestic circuit there's something which has there's a good bowler. I mean, आपको even I'm taking back to Sydney Test. You needed one bowler who can hold your line and length on that pitch. You, I mean, Mukesh Kumar is someone I think he should have been picked. But I mean, वहाँ पे selection, it's all about selection. I mean, for 2 years Arshdeep Singh was prepared by Paras Mahamre, Rahul Dravid. He was sent to Kent, Rahul Dravid's old county. It was Rahul Dravid who जिन्होंने उसको वहाँ भेजा. He played a Ranji Trophy, Dilip Trophy, did well, and he is warming the bench. There's Ansul Kamboj who has done well in for India A for Ranji, but he is not in the side, right? I mean, or there's like coaches, former fast bowling coaches, जो मतलब कि coach used to like keep this. The depth is crazy. So depth, I don't know where it is. A Prashid Krishna can't construct a single over. He has not gone through the rigors of domestic cricket. He has remained injured so much. वो बस सेना कंट्री में हिट द टेक वाला हो रहा है. सो फास्ट बॉलिंग इज अ कंसर्न एंड आई थिंक वी आर बैक इन द 90s era जब एक श्रीनाथ होता था एंड देन आई थिंक दोज डेज आर नॉट फार बिहाइंड where we'll have one or two pacer and we'll start playing two spinners in the Sena but country. But I mean that's how I feel.
Interesting. Coming back to the session, Dwaipan, India asked to bat. They lost KL Rahul early. Karun Nair promoted to number three because Sai Sudharsan was dropped. And he was looking a bit tentative, but then Jaiswal at the other end made up for that. And towards the end of the session, Karun Nair fell. How would you sum up this session?
At the end of the day, about 95 for 2, 96 for 2 is a good score. Like, whichever way it has happened, but it's a good score. And 98 for 2. Jaiswal was brilliant, of course. Jaiswal was brilliant, and Karun Nair was lucky not to get out in his first over itself. That was a close leg before which the umpire didn't give. Like, it looked out, and then even it was an umpire's call which went in his favor. Then one inside edge went into his pad. Like, there were a few close calls. He was trying to coming to the front foot, commit to the front foot to negate the swing and play something that Virat Kohli did in 2018. But if you have to do that, you need the talent of 2018 Kohli, and also a bit of luck. So that little bit of luck Karun Nair had in the beginning, but then it ran out. You cannot play. It is very difficult to be on the commit on the to the front foot and play the ball before it breaks for the swing in England. It needs immense talent. Immense talent. I don't think Karun Nair has that. Sai Sudarshan is a player who plays late, a better player. I don't know why he hasn't been picked for this Test match, and that is one point, and but having said that, but that is one part of it. But Yashasvi Jaiswal was brilliant. He has been India's standout batter for a while now. For a while, he has been India's best batsman. Let's make no mistake about it. He is by far India's best batsman. He's scoring runs everywhere. And the way he scores runs, like he's really a superstar batter for India, and he's delivering. Like uh, it has been a fine batting performance from Jaiswal, and the rest of the runs have somehow come.
Well, what did you make of the session, Pratyush?
I think I mean, England will be more happier. I think, but they would have easily got more wickets. The way Wokes was bowling in his first spell, he was relentless. And as you guys rightly mentioned, Karun Nair was very lucky. He was very lucky to survive that hour. And by the end, the way he got out, the dismissal was again. I mean, if you see the three dismissals, as the Payan mentioned, like he plays too early, and for someone like him who has spent uh, quite a bit of time playing for county champion in county cricket, I mean, it's quite surprising. And I don't know, maybe Sai Sudharsan cannot take a cannot take a bullet for the team, and Karun Nair can. That's the only way. That's the only way I think he has been picked over like Sai Sudharsan, a player who looked so much compact, so much promise in the second inning, and I don't know, dropping a 23-year-old for a 33-year-old, it doesn't make any sense. Yeah.
I guess Pratyush, they might turn around and say that. Then we will say that if Karun had been dropped and Sai Sudarshan had been played, maybe we turn around and say you're not respecting Ranji Trophy enough.
सर हम लोग देश में ना इमोशन पे ज़्यादा चलते हैं और आईपीएल पे सॉरी आईपीएल पे इमोशन पे ज़्यादा चलते हैं एंड इट वाज एन इमोशनल कॉल ठीक है इफ यू आई डोंट नो वेदर करुण नायर को आई थिंक एक टेस्ट और देख के बोल रहे हैं अच्छा हाँ थैंक यू बाय बाय कर रहे हैं बट आई मीन इफ यू आर गोइंग टू ट्रांजिशन गिव दैट गाय एटलीस्ट 3 टेस्ट टू सीमेंट हिज प्लेस एट नंबर 3 अभी आप टॉर के स्टार्ट में यू हैव गिवन हिम नंबर 3 1 मैच लेटर आप उसको बोल रहे हो नहीं हमारा कॉम्बिनेशन सही नहीं है वी नीड टू प्ले 2 3 ऑलराउंडर्स टू बीफ ऑफ आवर बैटिंग लाइनअप तो तुम्हें ना बैठना पड़ेगा सो ये मतलब दिस अगेन दिस इट डजंट मेक एनी सेंस to dropping Sai Sudharsan.
So, Dorpan, there are some questions or comments from our subscribers. We'll start taking them one by one. Viyan Singh says, Kuldeep's test bowling average and strike rate is better than Vaughan, Murli, Kumble, Lyon, Ashwin. And yet he is not part of an Indian test 11. Bizarre to say the least.
Definitely bizarre. Like Kuldeep is not better than any of the bowlers who have been mentioned in that list yet. But yes, wha- having said that, he has bowled very well in the chances that he has got. He and the last series that he played against England, he was one of the major players who won us that series. And uh, you are looking for an attacking option when there is no Bumrah. He is a genuine wicket taker. There is a that there is a there are some England batters who do not play wrist spin from cannot read wrist spin from the hand like Jamie Smith and Harry Brook. Yet you don't play him. I don't know. It's just being defensive. It is bizarre. I absolutely agree with Vian. It's a bizarre decision.
And Vihan has another funny comment, and Dwepan, I want your indulgence on that. Going by Gambhir's bizarre, timid, and defensive approach, very soon we will see a Riyan Parag replacing Kuldeep Yadav as test spinner, as Riyan can also bat.
He must have said it in jest, but yes, it is like taking Washington Sundar ahead of him. It is just beefing up the batting lineup. India is just prolonging the tail, and as in the prolonging the middle order. They do not have confidence. Like once 6 wickets fall, like they are banking on 7 and 8 to score runs because they think that 9, 10, 11 will get nothing, and 600 runs on the board. I think that is what India's approach is, and for that, and then the bowlers will not take the wickets. It's the pressure of the runs that will take the wickets. I think that is the mindset of the Indian team in this Test match.
Pratyush, we have three comments from Babar Ali. We'll take all one by one. Will Gigi even learn from the BGT? Why this pathetic love for all-rounders? They want 20 wickets, but Kuldeep, Arshdeep are on bench. I hope Gigi gets humiliation of highest order because seeing his tactics, my blood is boiling. Pratyush, how's your blood pressure?
नहीं नहीं, खून गर्म करने का कोई ये नहीं है. आई मीन आवर लेट कलीग रुचिर मिश्रा यूज्ड टू से कि टमाटर भी महंगा हो गया है भाई, क्यों खून गर्म कर रहा है अपना. सो खून मत उबालो अपना. इट डजंट, एंड वेदर जीजी विल, आई मीन आई डोंट नो, इट इज बीसीसीआई इंस्पेक्टर्स जॉब टू टेक दैट कॉल, बट या गौतम गंभीर का ने, has he ever coached a red ball team? वो नहीं, he's never, like, no. He has done well with KKR, so I think he's still in that KKR mindset. And एक there's a former Delhi and Railway cricketer, fast bowler, I won't take his name. It's famously he has
Right
said
arm
that,
or left arm?
हाँ.
Right arm or left arm?
रहने देते हैं. तो उसने बहुत
He played for
famously he
Delhi
said,
and Railway.
हाँ, he has played for Delhi and Railways. He has
Which
said
year?
कि अगर
Which years?
he has played under Gigi's captaincy also.
He
So
played for Railways before Gigi or after Gigi?
he left Delhi during Gigi's captaincy.
Okay, here's a homework for everybody watching. Please Google and find out who this fast bowler is. Go on.
He said like कि अगर आपको गौतम भाई पसंद कर लिया आपको, तो गौतम भाई आपको वाइस कैप्टन भी बना देंगे. So, so it's all like, I mean, maybe liking Gautam Gambhir is a very firm, strong believer. So I don't know, बाबर हो सकता है वरुण चक्रवर्ती इंडिया ऑस्ट्रेलिया इंडिया साउथ अफ्रीका वाले सीरीज में खेल जाए, यू नेवर नो.
Interesting. There are three comments, Dwaipan, on Karun Nair. We'll take that one by one. Karun Nair has thrown his chance again. Should have left the ball, says sports fan. And then Babar Ali says, Nair, what a waste. Asking for chance, but you're messing it up. And then there's one more comment from Vian Singh. One of the greatest batter, Kohli, is forced to retire for a Sai or a Karun. Unimaginable thing going on under this dictator coach.
Well, should I start
Actually,
with the Kohli question? Like,
yeah.
because that,
Actually, there's one more question on Gambhir. We'll add to that as well from Vian Singh only. Gambhir is a credit-hungry guy. He wants to play all the players who he has got into the team, Reddy, Rana, Prasid, so that he gets the credit for their performances, not a Jurel, Harshdeep, or a Kuldeep. You can start with Gambhir and then go on to the other questions.
it's like coaches these days have their kind of, I believe in this player, so I will play this guy. Like Rahul Dravid also used to have such biases. Even Ravi Shastri had such biases. Now nothing succeeds like success. If these things start succeeding, like maybe as I am saying, once we start playing in India, things will start falling into place in the next 2 years. Only one away series we are playing. After this, the only away series we are playing is New Zealand. So there is 2 years of home test cricket, and we will probably win everything over the next 2 years, and all these discussions will go away.
What
So
about Sri Lanka next year?
Sri Lanka, we will win. Those are no teams. Sri Lanka, yeah, like, these are these are not test teams. These are lower tier teams. They happen to play. The test cricket is played between India, Australia, England, and maybe South Africa away from home. So Sri Lanka, no big deal. Yes, the New Zealand series will be tricky. But so. This is how it will be. Like, as much as we crib and say he believes in these players, he believes Nitish Reddy will do the job. Nitish Reddy again, in Gigi's defense, we will have to say that Nitish Reddy scored that magnificent century at MCG. Like, let's not forget that. So uh, I don't know. And about as far as Virat Kohli thing, I do not agree did Bian say that, or whoever said that?
We are
I do not agree with that, because uh, in like he did nothing. He did nothing in the last 10 test matches, barring that 100 and that Perth second innings 100. And like he had to, it was good that India, that he retired. I will keep it to that. Like Virat Kohli going from Test cricket, I don't do not think it has hurt Indian cricket. Even in the first Test, it did not hurt us.
What about Karun Nair wasting a chance?
Karun Nair, see, Karun Nair is trying, as I said, it's a technical thing. Karun Nair is trying to come to the front foot and play, like wasting a chance, as in he will keep wasting a chance, because against the moving ball, he is trying to come with the trigger movement. He is trying to come to the front foot and play the Virat Kohli way. When the ball has space and it moves a bit, if Jofra Archer was playing, he might have got out for nothing. So here at least he has scored 30. So it is difficult. You need to have that, as I said before, the talent of Virat Kohli of 2018 to survive in England with that kind of a technique, which is completely a different kind of a technique. He's committing to the front foot and trying to play. He's bound to fail.
Okay, we'll quickly take some more comments. Pratyush, there are a few comments. Vihan Singh says England will score 700 with this ordinary bowling lineup. Two finger spinners. Who's accountable for this brainless decision? He also says similarly, Keshav Maharaj plays. Why is Kuldeep Yadav not playing? And then Bhavik Patel has got really bhavuk, and he has commented some 10 times India is starting to lose this match. And there's also Vihan Singh once again. Jadeja is playing on quota, 20 to 30 runs with the bat, 1 wicket per match. What a downfall in our test cricket under this defensive coach.
बहुत ही भावुक, बहुत ही, I mean, these are, I think again these are like, अभी एक century हो जाएगा next session में, तो things will, the comments will change again.
But we
I
still
feel
have to
that
pick wickets, na?
I'll
Century
still
तो
have to
पहले
pick
टेस्ट में हुई.
wickets, but हम लोग we are looking for, as we are not looking for to take 20 wickets. हम लोग तो बचने के लिए जा रहे हैं, so we are looking to score 650 runs, and then फिर भगवान भरोसे कि maybe England will, uh, there will be a collapse, England will play rash shot, and we might get lucky. So that's the thing.
Okay.
Jadeja, I think Jadeja, I don't know, Jadeja till now, Jadeja's role in Sena country, what I feel, always was the to like hold, right? And coming back to that quota, जडेजा का बीजेपी कोटा, यार ये मतलब दिस इज, तो फिर तो गौतम गंभीर का भी कोटा हुआ, तो आई डोंट थिंक ऐसा कुछ होता होगा इंडियन क्रिकेट में कि फॉर सर्टेन पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज का कोटा हो रहा हो, बट एंड जडेजा इज लाइक, again coming back to the what he has, his role was to hold, right, with Bumrah, Ishan, Sami, and Siraj in the main bowler. Suddenly, yes, he didn't bowl well. It will pressure will be on him. He dropped a catch also that we don't see that Jadeja doing that. But I think experience को आप ये नहीं कर सकते. Jadeja has done well. Hopefully, he'll have a good outing.
Dwepan, sports fan, and a few others have got specific questions. We'll go to that. Sports fan says lot of fault also lies with Dravid management. We were not building pace battery all along that could support Bumrah. Also feel Siraj is very lucky to continue this far without any performance over a year. And the same sports fan also says we downplay baseball and its ability of knowing how to manufacture wickets despite mediocre bowling attack. We also need to upskill and learn these tactics. And Arvind Atreyas has specific question about KL, saying that KL will finish the series like BGT, only one match wonder, and Abhimanyu Ishwaran should replace KL Rahul. He says.
This is bizarre. Like, this one failure. Like, he scored that magnificent century in the last innings. Like, so I will not entertain this last question. So I have nothing to say. I do not think he is right. Like, opening batsman. He was leaving the ball well today. Got an inside edge, got out. It happens. KL Rahul is a terrific batter, and he needs a decent run. That is about the last thing. Abhimanyu Ishwaran, no one has confidence in him. He is there in the team. No, he has been there in the tenure of three coaches. No one has played him. So there must be something lacking in him. You may say that why carry the poor boy then? They don't carry him, but it is quite clear that they do not have the confidence in him. So I don't, this Abhimanyu Ishwaran discussion over and over again. I don't think it makes sense. And Abhimanyu Ishwaran over KL Rahul, it doesn't work.
What do you
So
make
that,
of this Rahul Dravid management not building a pace attack and the fact that we downplay baseball and its ability of knowing how to manufacture wickets despite mediocre bowling attack?
see, about this, we are not downplaying baseball. Like they are playing a variant of the bas. They are like being slightly more selective with their shot making, playing well. All those things are there. Like there is we are not downplaying it. We are saying it is very good, but there was a discussion. Ravichandran Ashwin was giving his view, and he said one interesting thing. He said that he is saying that to stop this without Bumrah, your only way is to be defensive. Stop the runs, pack the offside field, um, uh, make them, force them into mistakes and big shots that will bring wickets, as happened during that last India England series, where he gave the example of how Kuldeep Yadav used a rough outside bend duckets off stump, packed one side and made Ben Duckett play on the off and got him caught, and somehow they won the series. So he's saying that is the only way to stop baseball, by being defensive, drying up their runs, forcing them into big shots, and before that piling up very big runs. So that is the way to stop baseball according to players who have played against baseball. I don't know how to stop.
Okay, interesting. Some more comments. Bhavik Patel, again, Pratyush has got Bhavuk. If India doesn't score 600 runs, they will lose this match. Mark my words, he says. And Vian Singh is completely angry. Uh, I would happily play Kuldeep and Varun. They easily pick 3 to 4 wickets or 100, runs, seeing England's baseball approach. But finger spinners, pathetic selection. No left arm bowler, all right arm bowlers. When you want a left right batting combination, then why not in bowling? Jadeja is a waste in Sena countries. It's high time a call is taken. He's going as far as saying Jurel should have been picked in this lineup. Indrajit Ghosh says, Chandresh, your blood boils at selection. My blood boils when he insults reporters as if they are his servants. All he knows is Desh Bhakti, money, and power. We have a lot of passionate subscribers today, boss.
I mean, काफी काफी ज़्यादा like I mean काफी भावुक है सारे. So I don't think इसमें what to comment on this, like whether to make anything. I mean abhi again if we'll end up like having 350 for 3 or 350 for 4 by the end of the day's play, तो फिर वो emotions change हो जाएंगे. हाँ रही बात like when Varun and Kuldeep, please don't take these two names in one sentence. I don't like a colleague. I think Dopayanda समझ जाएंगे. There's a colleague, he said कि if Varun will play a first class cricket, उसको stretcher से बाहर वापस निकालना पड़ेगा. So I mean, they were very surprised. The Chennai journalists were very surprised when he was picked for the OTIs also. So how he'll play, but test में it's completely understood Kuldeep का जो what happened with Kuldeep Yadav, what more he needs to do. Ravi Shastri said call him a poor chap. But under Ravi Shastri's tenure, Kuldeep was given the same cold shoulder, right? तो अभी मतलब सब निकल के बोलना है कि यार इसके साथ ये हुआ, उसके साथ वो गलत हो रहा है. But
No,
ठीक है.
everybody forgets that Karun went out under Ravi Shastri's.
Under Ravi Shastri, he was Hanuma Vihari was picked. But this guy was in England and Hanuma Vihari was flew from India and he got a test, not Karun Nair. So yeah, मतलब सौ चूहे खा के बिल्ली चली हज को, like there's a famous मुहावरा in Hindi.
What about Jurel and Uh, Jadeja call needs to be taken on Jadeja. And also this comment by Indrajit Ghosh. My blood boils when he insults reporters.
I mean, I think reporters का insult too. I think the Pines will but like there was a famous press conference where MS Dhoni was playing football, right? And every reporters are waiting. So ये तो मतलब पुराना है, ये तो आते ही जा रहा है. So as long as आप अच्छा अच्छा बोलते रहो, तो चलता रहता है. Indrajit sir, I mean I completely respect your like opinion, money and power, everything. अभी है जिसके पास तो that's how it goes, right? तो वो दिखाएगा ही.
Yeah,
जुरेल का
there's a comment by Bhavik Patel also. Indian
I
cricket
will
became.
just say one thing about the reporter thing, that I think the reporters sometimes do not respect themselves. That is why they get disrespected by a lot of people.
Yeah, yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. There's one more comment. I'll just take. Bhavik Patel says India have money, India have population, but we are cursed with corruption. Also, which changed the things with other countries. Bhavik Patel has also said Indian cricket became brand value cricket players with brand are selected. Harsh truth. Look after Australia, England, South Africa, New Zealand. We will never learn from them. And history. एंड कॉस्मिक सीर इज सेइंग जब नायर को नंबर 3 खिलाना था तो लास्ट मैच में खिलाना था नंबर 3 जुरेल 3 हाफ सेंचुरी किया
हाँ,
इंग्लैंड ए के अगेंस्ट उसे बिठा दिया और साई को आईपीएल के बेसिस में ले लिया टुडे द सब्सक्राइबर्स आर वेरी एंग्री
But scorebook shouldn't make them so angry. I think that team selection has triggered them. The scorebook is fine. 25 overs, 100 for two in England on day one. It's fine. And किन किन को खिलाओगे? अभी जुरेल को खिलाओगे तो 16 मेंबर तो हो नहीं. रोलिंग, ये तो हॉकी नहीं है ना, रोलिंग सब्स्टिट्यूशन तो नहीं है, तो कितने जन को खिलाओगे? तो ठीक है, अभी क्या कर सकते हो, यही है अभी. अभी देखो, कोई तेंदुलकर तो कोई है नहीं, तो ये जो है सो है, ये 19-20 का फर्क है. तो देखते हैं, तो लंबा सीरीज है, अगर एक दो हारेगा तो बाकी लोग भी आएंगे. सो वी विल सी हाउ इट गोज. अभी के लिए वी विल हैव टू डील विद दिस. लेट्स सी हाउ इट गोज.
Yeah, it was interesting seeing all your comments. I would request everybody, please keep commenting every day, before, after, during the show. We'll take all the comments and we'll be live here every day during the test match, during lunchtime. And we hope that you will also join us every day. That's it for today. The play has started. The scores moved along to 104 for 2 now. Post lunch, the first over was underway. The first over was just completed. Thanks a lot, Dwepen. Thanks a lot, Pratyush. We'll be back again tomorrow. That's it for now. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment. And please be part of the conversation with us. We take very good care of yourselves. It's goodbye and God bless from all three of us, plus our back end team.